I'm Lisa Siegel-Belanger, founder of the People's Center for Law and Justice, and I'd like to thank my Twitter family for all their support, and I'm very excited that we are almost to 18,000 followers. I invite you, others, to please join me on Twitter. My handle is @BelangerLaw. I formed the People's Center for Law and Justice because of the unfathomable travesty of justice that has been happening to families all across this nation at the hands of the probate and family court. The court system is much more than bureaucratic processing. It's an industrial complex that abducts loved ones, young and old, based on the pretext of mental health. This is an embedded 30-year network of attorneys, judges, medical establishment that's operating through the court mechanism, along with the so-called protective services for elders and children. The only way to truly explain this epidemic is by calling it what it is: medical kidnapping. 5 years ago, my 89-year-old father, Marvin H. Siegel, was abducted by the Massachusetts Probate and Family Court. He's a retired, prominent Boston lawyer. These officials took our father and ripped him apart from our family. But I need your help. Please join me, take part and invest in the People's Center for Law and Justice to help families nationwide to fight and to expose the corruption that in actuality is facilitated by our publicly funded state and federal agencies. The very agencies that we've been told are here to protect the citizens from this type of criminality. Our hard-earned tax dollars are unlawfully used to aid and abet this corruption. Please understand, this probate and family court system is an industrial complex. With no exaggeration whatsoever, these courts operate a money laundering and embezzlement scheme. Money is funneled through the use of court-appointed guardians and conservators. Please go to our website for more information to see facts and videos about people nationwide and in Massachusetts who are going through this horror. I know this inhumanity that I've described is shocking, it's incredulous, and very difficult to fathom, but I have proved along with countless others that it's indisputable evidence family members nationwide are being abducted. It's an epidemic. Even though I too am an attorney experienced in appellate law and constitutional law, if this had not happened 5 years ago, of their abducting my father, I would not have known about this judicial and medical industrial complex. My father and I didn't practice that type of law. We weren't in that court system. Just like so many other private citizens, we too were completely blindsided. A major reason that so many people are unaware of family members being abducted by public officials, it's because we're bombarded with estate planning lawyer ads telling us to hurry up and go see them for their legal expertise, to get written legal documents that say, protect us from court officials from invading our private lives. Like most people, my dad wants his family, not strangers, to be his caregivers. He took those added extra precautions by going to estate planning experts to safeguard his personal wishes, to safeguard his personal decisions about medical and financial decisions. He specifically named family members to carry out his personal wishes so that there would be no question whatsoever. No matter how meticulously prepared and validly executed, legal documents guarantee nothing. It doesn't matter how ironclad those words are on that piece of paper. Iron still melts because routinely, and as a matter of practice, judges disregard the law. You may ask, how can this possibly occur? The reason is because there is no actual oversight, and this is evidenced through reports by the U.S. Government Accountability Office since 1989. The very fact that the Massachusetts probate and family court officials and system have abducted my father, who's a retired attorney, then you know that this is happening to citizens day in and day out. You also need to know that it makes no difference, rich or poor. In fact, a large majority of people are targeted. Those are the ones who have very little financial value. Yet they are cash cows for these court-appointed guardians and conservators. And they do so by stealing these people's monies that they have from government benefits, such as Social Security, disability, Medicare, Medicaid, and Veteran Administration benefits. Please help fund and take part as a member of People's Center for Law and Justice in collaborative efforts to help protect families fend off this judicial and medical industrial complex. Together, we can bring an end to this corruption. Your contributions and volunteerism are needed to help citizens be educated about the reality of what goes on during these court proceedings, to inform citizens about critical public policies and the public officials involved in this system. Your contributions will help fund legal actions to end this corruption. The People's Center also seeks to create citizens' nonpartisan lobby to effectuate public policy that will bring forth what we're really looking for, which is accountability and oversight. I'd like to say to my Twitter family how much I appreciate all your support and help. And I'm asking to please help me kick off this movement with a contribution of $5 now. No contribution is too small. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support. I look forward to working together with you all to end this corruption.